today going to talk about the new Lego minifig series with the packaging change. They've gone from having foil packages to having boxed packages with the release of the new Marvel lineup. Now this is a problematic change because normally collectors want to collect sort of one of everything. And so the way that you would do that before this change was that you would feel the packages and be able to mostly with pretty high reliability determine which one it was and get your set and kind of be done. Now, so that they used to look like this, right? So you would just go around. I can feel a big Mickey Mouse head here. This is the Sorcerer Mickey, right? For example, sometimes it's more complicated than that. And I bought both. Actually, I bought all of these at the Disneyland Lego store, which is kind of fun. So, and then I was like, okay, well, no problem. I heard you can weigh these things. It's like, okay, that's cool. Maybe I'll try that. I bought a scale. I found this handy guide online that kind of has all of the weights of it. But you'll notice that some of them are kind of close. Like this is 19 grams and this is 19.1 grams, 19.4 grams. So that makes it a little bit harder. And this is also 19 grams. So there's two that are exactly 19 grams. What I've also heard is the glue that they use in the boxes can affect the weight depending upon how their process went in a particular factory and how much glue got deposited. You can get varying weights. Now, I have 3 packs here. I stopped at 3 because I didn't have a scale at the time. I was trying to get 3 different ones. And I heard something about the lock codes. So I kind of made sure I got different lock codes just to hopefully increase the chance of getting a different ones. But when I weighed them, you can see with my weighings here, one's at 17.89 grams, one's at 18 grams. So, and there's only one here at 18 grams, I think. Well, there's one at 18, one at 18.3. So and one at 17.8. So I don't know. I think even with only picking 3, I maybe got 2 of the same, which is unfortunate. And then it's kind of discouraged me because it's like, yeah, well, I have the scale, but they're not different enough that that's a no-brainer. There's too many that are just too close in weight. So I think I might just be pausing collecting minifigs. The other way to do it is Costco was offering a whole pack, and they've at least nicely put in 3 sets. So it's 36 minifigures. You get 3 sets of 3 of a set. So you can buy one, you'll have 2 sets, and you can probably sell them off for not too much money. And people have been doing that. I thought about doing it, but it's still a bit of a hassle. I have to find buyers and go meet them at public places, and it's just kind of a hassle. The other way to do it, I guess, is to buy it on Bricklink, but again, that's kind of expensive. You're going to pay a premium because it's not only just whatever the premium is plus shipping. So I'm kind of there's no really reliable way to get one of each minifigure without opening the boxes, essentially. So I saw actually a video someone did that the reason that Lego is generally a good company. If they've done this, I don't think they've done this on purpose, because I think they'll actually lose sales. The reason they've done this is they want sustainable packaging. This foil stuff is not recyclable much at all. So good reason for that. And apparently they even talked about making it so you could tell what minifig was in the box. But the other directive from the company was they wanted to maintain the surprise of what you're getting. And I can kind of see how you could, those things are noble or, customer kind of things. And I thought this prize would be fun too, until the first time I got 2 of the same. And then I'm like, well, how much am I going to have to pay if I want to get all the minifigures? and it was just too much money, right? Like by the time you get to 11 out of 12 minifigures, you have a 1 in 12 chance of getting the one you need, and an 11 out of 12 chance of getting the another one that you already have. And so the more you collect, the harder it gets. I picked 3 to try and hopefully, chances are lower at 3, and I was hoping the weighing would work, but it's not going to work. So these might be the only 3 I get, and possibly 2 of them are the same. We'll see. They're so close in weight. I can't imagine. We'll also kind of check, like, what do we think they are? If they are both around 18 grams, then it's probably Hawkeye, possibly a Moon Knight, possibly this guy, Ant-Man, Mega Ant-Man, but that's probably a little bit low. Can the scale differentiate 0.2 grams? So I'd be super happy. I'm going to open these now. Be super happy if I got a unique one, or 3 unique ones, because these may be the only of this series that I'm going to buy. I'll open up the scale and I'll just reweigh them, and we'll sort of see. I don't know if you can see the weights. So this one is the 20.7 grams, which is probably Hawkeye's buddy archer, young lady. I'm trying to remember her name. So let's see if it works, at least for that, right? We think this is Hawkeye. And we got a dog. We got bow and arrow. Yep. So it's the young archer lady from the Hawkeye series. Possibly going to be a young Avenger at some point. Or I think that's who this is. Yeah, I think so. So that was correct. Weight worked for that. Cool. Now we have the ones that are really close. So I'll just weigh them again. 18.07 and 18.15. So that's a bit different than the previous weighings. Let's open them up and see what we got. I'm pretty much afraid we got 2 of the same. Well, another interesting thing, apparently, like, Lego went crazy. The people that designed the boxes were sort of at telling how they did it, and they were very proud of all the work they put into this packaging and stuff like that. And they were actually a bit blindsided by the fact that people were maybe not super happy with the plastic or the cardboard boxes, because of the difficulty, of course, in getting the ones that you wanted. If you're collecting them, it's not great, right? And they weren't even thinking about that. Like, they were just compartmentalized. They had the mandate recyclable box, make it the right level of able to, easiness to open, not too easy, not too hard. And they were, it's not their fault. They kind of were going for a single mandate and not looking at the bigger picture. And maybe that's part of the mistake with this. Okay, so I'm gonna expect, I know, actually, I'll sort of show you if I can find it, where the glue is. Yeah, there's kind of glue along here and here. So, depending on how much glue that you lay down, right, you can change the weight. So I'm guessing I've also got a second Hawkeye. Let's see if that is true. And the people are saying, like, oh, for the ones that weigh the same, you can shake them and find out the difference. And I didn't get the same one, actually. So maybe the thing paid off. The weight, the getting different lock codes. So I got actually this one that's supposed to be 17.8 grams, and this one. So they're slightly different, but that weight was significant. Cool. I thought it wasn't a big enough difference, but awesome. So I have 3 different ones then. Super stoked about that. Not super stoked about the new way of doing things. We'll have to figure out whether we want to keep collecting these or not. So I have 3 out of 12. I don't know what it's going to cost to get the rest. I'm also missing a few of the Disney 100s. I need to sort of collect those at some point as well. But there you go. So the weighing kind of works better, I guess, if they're at least different and they're from the same box. You probably have different minifigures. So good. Yeah, that's it for me. Those are my 3 new Marvel minifigures, and thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.